Hi there, I'm Nancy Herring from Now We're Cooking. It's Tuesday, so it's time for tips, tricks, and treats. In Albuquerque, school has started, if you can believe that. So I was thinking about what to send your child off with for school, or for you too. Most kids get breakfast and lunch at school now, but we're gonna make breakfast cookies, because who doesn't want a cookie for breakfast? These are cookies, they taste great, they just don't have all the normal things that you would think of with a cookie. They're full of healthy things. I don't know how healthy they are, but they're pretty dang good. So it calls for 2 cups of oatmeal, either instant oatmeal or whole oats, not the steel cut probably, but I keep this kind all the time. It's what I eat and what I bake cookies with. So I've got 2 cups of oats. I need a teaspoon of salt, and I'm going to measure kind of like that. Teaspoon of salt. I need a teaspoon of cinnamon, and I will measure that because I get sometimes carried away with cinnamon, and I don't want to get too carried away. So you're going to put everything in a mixer or a bowl and a hand mixer. It's a little stiff sometimes to do just with a spoon in your arm, but you can do that too. There's no butter, there's no eggs, and there's no refined sugar. So I guess that could be a little bit healthier. It does call for a cup of nut butter. I use peanut butter. You could use almond butter. You could use any of those other seeded butters that you might have on hand or that you like. And I'm not a purist, so it's not necessarily natural peanut butter, it's just peanut butter. So I've got my cup of peanut butter. I also need a 1/4 cup of maple syrup. You can use agave or honey. And this actually has a little honey because I didn't have quite enough maple syrup. So I combined them both, and my honey's a little, even though I nuked it, it's a little crystallized, so I'm gonna put it in there. If your honey's too hard, just either set it in a glass of hot water if you've got more time, or put it in the microwave, and that'll help it. Honey's one of those foods that does not go bad, which is kind of a cool concept. Okay, so I've got my honey in there. Calls for applesauce or apple butter, and I had some apple butter that I made, so we're using it. Apple butter usually just has a little bit more spices in it because you put cinnamon and that sort of thing in it, so that's going in. Calls for a mashed banana. Okay, I almost always have frozen bananas that when the bananas turn dark, I just put the whole thing in the freezer and freeze it that way. I don't pre-cut it or anything. So I had 1 frozen banana that I let thaw, and I just mushed it up. If you had a fresh banana, by all means cut it up as well. But since I have those bananas in the freezer, I always use those. Cranberries and raisins, combination of both, about 1/2 cup. And then seeds, this is a combination of sunflower seeds and pepitas, which are pumpkin seeds. So you just dump everything in there and turn it on. Well, lock it down and turn it on. And I just want it to be mixed thoroughly. It smells totally like peanut butter, which is not a bad smell at all. And I want to just be sure that everything is mixed up. So it looks like cookie dough, it tastes like cookie dough, it just doesn't have any eggs, leavening, flour, all of those kind of things. So 1 more swirl to be sure it's all mixed up. It's a very sticky, heavy dough. So let me show you. Let me get it off the beater. Calls for a large cookie. So you can either take a 1/4 cup measure cup, or the largest cookie scoop that I have is just about a teaspoon less than a 1/4 cup. I actually filled it full of water. So to me, I always want the easiest way possible. I mean, maybe that's a bad thing, but I just used my large cookie scoop. I'll show you. And if you use a generous scoop, you get what you want. So let me move the mixer. So what the dough is just lovely peanut butter oats. You could go crazy and put miniature chocolate chips in here if you wanted to. If you liked different dried fruit, you could do that. And there's a lot of flexibility. But when you want to portion it out, they're not going to grow much because there's nothing to make them grow. So what I did was I just kind of overfilled my scoop. I didn't make it exactly level. Put it on the cookie, and I'm using a silpat or a silicone liner on my sheet. You could use parchment paper. It's going to be a lot easier if you put some sort of liner on your sheet. I can get them fairly close together because they're not going to grow much. But I also want to push them down a little bit with my hands or with a spatula because I want them more of a cookie shape than a big ball. I got about, I don't know, 15 cookies out of the last batch. I think it says 12. So that's just totally on how big you make them. So I'm going to do one sheet. I'm not going to bake them now because they bake for 16 to 18 minutes. Then you need to let them sit on your cookie sheet for about 10 minutes and then take them off and let them cool. So there's longer cooking process that I can do at this point in time. But you want to just flatten them and, as they say, make them more into a cookie shape. I could probably get a few more on here, but I'm going to leave them that way. So I'll end up with 2 sheets of them. So use your imagination. I have now popped them in the oven, and magically I have popped them out of the oven and put them on a tray to show you. So they're not huge. I didn't want them, I could have made them giant. I didn't want a giant cookie. I just wanted a good sized cookie. You can see the seeds, you can see the dried fruit. They're very moist, but they hold their shape. And I tell you, I was pleasantly surprised at how good they are. They're not necessarily just for breakfast, but if you wanted to feel a little bit better about what you eat, have some yogurt, have a breakfast cookie, maybe throw some strawberries in your yogurt, you are good to go. If you don't like peanut butter, try almond butter. I love peanut butter, so it's a good taste to me. But they're very fun. We put out some things that you might need if you don't have them, in particular cookie scoops and silpats, because a silicone baking sheet and cookie scoops help with all your cookie baking needs. So that's my idea for cookies for breakfast. I'm Nancy Herring at Now We're Cooking. We are open Monday through Saturday from 11 to 4. We'd love to see you come in. We hope your first week of school, if you have students, is going well. And we look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks so much. Enjoy your breakfast cookie, and we'll see you next time.